All I know is that I am exhausted. So even through the exhaustion, I still so I would say I was second trimester. I was actually working out. I was working out my pelvic muscles. I was working out my legs. I was just working out everything. And then when I got to the third, and I had a surge of energy, which was great because I got so many things done. But third trimester, I am tired that I have to push myself. So instead of working out, I have been walking for an hour, maybe 2 hours. Usually we go to the store or we wake up in the morning and do walks, but mostly it's the store. So because I need something that will make my mind active. So we have been to the store so many times, guys, but thankfully it's been Christmas season, so it's been like looking at different Christmas decorations, getting Christmas decorations and stuff like that. And now that Christmas is over, I am tired. But my house, I clean it very, like when you're in the third trimester, you don't really know when you're about to bath the baby, because I don't know when we're bathing this baby. So I have to make sure everything is clean in case I go into labor anytime. So I have to make sure the house is clean because I don't want to go to the hospital and come back if I find something messy and I'm probably tired or I'm in pain, or just, I don't know, in my head I have this need to have everything perfect. That's my problem. And if you've been watching this vlog for so many years now, you know that if I leave the house, I usually leave the house spotless clean, so that when I come back I don't have like to clean up or to whatever. It's just, I just need everything clean. But I have also noticed I'm a little bit messy, not like bad messy, but messy in the sense that I don't know if it's the pregnancy, honestly. Because normally I'm not like that. I'll start something and I'll finish it. But with the third trimester, I'll start something and then I get so tired. And then I'll be like, you know what? Let me just lay down for a little bit and then I'll go and take care of it afterwards. And then I'll leave it there. The only thing I've been very particular about is the laundry. When I do laundry, the moment it dries up and I take it from the dryer, I fold it and I put it away. That has always been my thing. It has not stopped even after the pregnancy. But because also I've been getting a lot of baby stuff, I have to sort through the baby stuff. I have to sort through where they're going to sit, all the equipment for the baby. I'm tired, guys. Even right now I feel like I'm ranting, but I'm just exhausted. And then going through false labor. So prodromal labor is kind of like false labor. That's technically what it is. It's false labor. So when I went to the midwife, look at how I'm jumping through stuff. So when I visited I had an appointment at exactly 37 weeks. So I would say I started experiencing the prodromal labor at maybe 36 weeks, but I didn't know it was prodromal labor because I was having like contractions here and there. But so here's the thing. When they happen beneath my belly and sometimes around my belly. So it could be at a random spot on my belly or at that area where you experience like your cramps, your normal period cramps, like that. And so I was like, you know what, I had cramps at the first trimester, so maybe that's just, it's like, I thought it was just like but when it started feeling like, I would say intense, not in the I can't handle it intense, but it just felt different. It's very hard to explain. but then it would stay longer. And then I'm the kind of person who doesn't get cramped during my period. I get really bad backaches. I do get cramps here and there, but not the way I've been getting them since I hit 36 weeks. Then 37th week is when I realized, oh, they're actually having a certain pattern. Then when we had our midwife appointment, that's when we spoke to the midwife, and she said, yeah, that's normal. She expects me to be having a little bit of cramping here and there, and she explained it to me that you could also be having prodromal labor, which means you're having a little bit of a false labor, and it is going to continue until you actually get into the actual labor. So this being my first child, I honestly don't know what labor feels like. So if you can comment down below, probably we'll have an idea of what labor kind of feels like, because I don't know what it feels like. I have, however, been having a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions. So if you don't know, this is something I also knew when I got pregnant. There's something called Braxton Hicks contractions, which you get your stomach tightens up so much and then it releases. So I have been getting them a lot, mostly when I'm walking or when I'm walking around the house, or just when I'm doing something like, and then when I rest they disappear. So when I walk a lot, I get a lot of Braxton Hicks, and they're very strong. Like it's like your stomach tightening up so much. It's like a contraction. So it tightens up without pain. So this one comes without pain. So I've been having a lot of them lately when I'm walking, and then when I'm cleaning the house, or when I'm doing something around the house, or when I'm cooking, just something. And then even when I lay down, I just get the Braxton Hicks and then they disappear. And so yeah, that has also been happening a lot. So sometimes I'll get a Braxton Hicks accompanied with a little bit of a prodromal labor contraction, and then it disappears. Just disappears, you know. So yeah, that has been very interesting. Honestly, it's very interesting to just see what the body is capable of doing, and how God has made the body prepare itself for birth, like birthing the baby. So I am excited because that means baby is actually close, and I am excited. I cannot wait to birth this baby. I will, however, say, when you get to the 3rd trimester and you hit the 37-week mark, so when you're in America and you're going through American TikTok, I'm telling you, American TikTok will make you want to birth your baby at 37 weeks, because it kind of is like, oh, you hit the 3rd trimester and then now you're birthing your baby at 37 weeks. Woohoo, good for you. But 37 weeks is considered early term, like you're in your early term. Then 37, 38 weeks is early, very early. And then 39, 40, 41 weeks is your full term. So I am currently full term because I'm 39 weeks, 3 days, but there's no sign of, you know. But because I was seeing a lot of people showing like how nice it is to birth at 37 weeks, and oh my goodness, this baby is here so early, it just felt like, oh, I want that too. And so when you get to 37 weeks, you're hoping, oh my goodness, I can't wait to birth this baby at 37 weeks. And the baby's like, no, I'm not going to be like the other babies. I'm going to be here when I want to be here. And so I have to go according to the plans that God has for this baby, and when God wants the baby to actually make an appearance. So I really thought I would I don't know, it's delusional to think that once you hit that 7 weeks you're going to have the baby. I did everything. I did the carb walking, I did the dates, I did the pineapples, I did the raspberry lifting. I'm still doing them, guys. But that is not a guarantee that your baby will come early. It's not. So that being said, I don't know when this baby is going to make a debut. I don't know if it's today. I don't know if it's tomorrow. I don't know. I am just anticipating. And as you can see, I am tired to the point where I don't even feel like putting my makeup. It's 10. No, actually, it's 11:04. Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 11:04 p.m.
See, it's literally almost midnight. And I am exhausted. I'm so exhausted. Today, Benjamin was working late. Today was one of the days where he was working late because... wow. Yeah. So he's about to get home. Then when he works late, I don't really have to make dinner. So I just had some leftovers. So that's good because I didn't have to cook. So I had leftovers. And then, guys, as you can see, my... what is it called? I'm still in Christmas mode because this is Christmas bedding. Oh man, I am so that this is actually the week of Christmas. This is actually literally that week of Christmas. And I don't know how to feel like untired. I don't know how to untire myself. So yeah, I was saying American TikTok can make you want to get into labor. And then there's induction as well. So there's people who are actually, you know what, when you're pregnant, that's when you learn like the weirdest things. Because I learned that there's people who are actually doing selective induction. Yeah, you select it. You actually want to do it because you're tired of being pregnant when you reach that 7 weeks. So there's people who are like, oh, I'm 37 weeks, I'm tired, let's go take Pitocin, let's get this baby out, literally. Yeah. When I had that, I was like, no way am I doing that. This baby will come when it is time for the baby to come, because the Pitocin, when you do it, it does induce labor, but it increases your chances of having a C-section, especially if you're not full-term, and especially if just your body's not ready to do what it needs to do. So I knew from the very beginning, this baby has to come when the baby is ready to come. The day God has decided, and he has written in his books that this child is going to come on this day, at this time, on this date, that's the day that the baby will come. I cannot fight God on that one. So I'm just waiting to go into labor naturally. I would say I wanted a December baby, but it looks like we're going to have a January baby. I don't know, we'll see, because we're just a few days from January, so we'll see. Benjamin is a January baby. He was born on January 6th, so I was like, you know what, if it goes to January, they could share a birthday. I don't know. So we don't know anything. So and then the way I have also been preparing myself for bathing the baby is just watching positive videos. I am watching videos of people going into labor naturally without epidural, and there's this thing about epidural that is crazy here in America as well. You know, in Kenya, I'm used to people just bathing the baby without epidural. It is available in Kenya. It's just most hospitals, especially the public hospitals, people just bath the baby without the epidural because you don't have, if it's a public hospital, you technically don't have the money to pay for the epidural. You know, the Kenyan system, especially when it comes to insurance and all of those things, it's very complicated. The difference between the Kenyan one and here, this epidural here is very expensive. By the time you have bathed your baby, you're almost paying $5,000 to $10,000 just because you're bathing a baby. But that's beside the point. The point is, I want to naturally labor, naturally deliver without an epidural. But when you see people say, I birthed this baby without an epidural, in the comment sections, especially on TikTok, oh my goodness, you don't get a trophy for birthing a baby naturally, just get the epidural. It's just crazy. It's crazy how people will shame you for not getting an epidural because you decided that you want to birth the baby naturally. And also breastfeeding is also another thing. There's people who are just like, why do you have to breastfeed? I didn't know. In my head I was just like, it's just common sense to breastfeed, and the only reason why you wouldn't be breastfeeding is maybe if you're not producing enough milk, or if something just happened and the mom is not available, like, you know, like those things. But because I want to exclusively breastfeed, but I realized, so if you're not following me on TikTok, please go and follow me on TikTok, because I post like almost everyday stuff on TikTok. So I post almost every single day on TikTok, and I have all my updates, my daily updates, they're on TikTok. So if you want just the daily updates, you can go on TikTok. So because here on YouTube we post every Tuesdays and Fridays, but on TikTok I can post every day. So, and you know, and they're short and sweet videos. So you say you want to exclusively breastfeed, someone will come to your comment section, or they will actually direct message you in your DMs. Oh, Akinyi, you don't need to breastfeed the baby, you don't get a trophy for that, you don't get a trophy for wanting to go natural, you don't, like, what? It's my preference. What's wrong with my preference? You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, everywhere you look there's like a little bit of a battle of birthing the baby, whether you try and do it naturally or you use epidural. I don't know how painful contractions are, so I don't know if I'll get an epidural or not. All I know is that I'm going with the mindset that I want to try and do it naturally. Am I saying that I won't look into the epidural? No. You know, I feel like there's some medical services that God has provided for us that if it's something that we can use, we should. But it's not necessarily because people back in the olden days, they used to just do it without the epidural. Our bodies were meant to do what it needs to do. That's just my thought process. But you know, it's easy to say it now, and it's a different thing when you're actually in pain. So that's why I'm not like a prejudice to the, you know, the epidural. Like, it's not a topic that I get into and I say, oh, I'm never gonna get that. So anyway, I don't know. So anyway, just to cut the story and make it short, I've been going through predominal labor. I am exhausted for the most part, but it's so interesting that when I start walking or doing something, that my brain just goes into, let's get this done, let's get this fixed, let's get this cleaned up, let's get the, like the other day I disinfected the whole house, the bathrooms, the everything. I disinfected everything. Like, I washed them, I super cleaned up and then disinfected everything. The walls, I cleaned the walls, I dusted the walls, I vacuumed, I sprayed the carpets with disinfectant. I disinfected everything, guys, because in my head I was very prepared that this week is the week I'm birthing the baby. That was my 37th week, by the way. And then the baby's like, oh no, I'm not coming today, not this week. So yeah, there's that. And then, but the house is clean, which I'm very thankful that I was able to clean up the house. I have most of the things packed up. Our hospital bags are packed, ready to go. They're in the car actually, because when I started having predominal labor, we thought I was actually in labor. So Benjamin went and threw all the bags inside the car, and I was like, because I want to try and labor in the house before we go to the hospital. So because they at the hospital they just make you walk around, or they make you move, or they just, you know, but if you're laboring at home where you're a little bit comfortable, by the time I get to the hospital I feel like I'll probably be a little bit more dilated, and then bath the baby so that I don't have to like go through being uncomfortable or anything like that. So that being said, we thought I was in labor. He threw the bags in the car, in the trunk, and then we thought we were just gonna leave. And then nothing. Nothing. So I tried carb walking. I tried just doing the mile high circuit. Well, not mile high circuit. The mile circuit. I don't know. I don't not mile high, because mile high is something different, you guys. It's the mile circuit. It's the one where you like, you know, lay and just work out your pelvic muscles. You get what I'm trying to say. But so I've been doing those as well, but I am tired. I am exhausted, and I will say, now that I am 39 weeks, I feel like the baby has been moving a lot more than what I have felt the baby move a lot prior to being in my full time. So when I hit 37 weeks, she was moving a lot more, and it was more like I could see, because when I hit 28 weeks is when you get into your third trimester. So when I got to 28 weeks, I was like, the baby is moving, and I would notice she would move after I have like a meal. So if you're pregnant and you eat something, just make sure you're looking at after you eat how the baby is moving, because she's supposed, or your child is supposed to move a lot more after you've eaten. I don't know if it's because the food is also trying to take up space, and so the baby is trying to adjust itself. But I did notice that when I hit 28 weeks. And so now that I am in my 39 weeks, I don't know when I started noticing, but I noticed that when I got to full time, she is really, really active. There's one time she was active for almost like 3 hours. And it was nighttime. So I had to stay up and just not sleep so that she can just find a perfect position so that I can be able to sleep. Because also in my head, I'm like, she's also trying to get comfortable in there. You know, we both are. And for now, it's just a matter of time before she's here. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to let you get comfortable, honey. So get comfortable. And so I waited until she was like calm. And then that's when I decided, you know what? Let me just lay down. And then I laid down. She adjusted herself a little bit, and then we went to sleep. So we kind of have a mutual agreement of, I'm gonna let you get relaxed, and then you can also let me relax a little bit. And so yeah, so she has been moving a lot more, and I'm thinking that she's adjusting herself in the pelvic bone muscle just so that she can move down nicely. That's just my thought process. But anyway, at this point I am now ranting about the pregnancy. So guys, thank you for watching. Continue to pray for me and the baby, and continue to pray for a safe delivery. If you're watching this, baby is still not here yet, just so you know. And I can't wait to meet the baby. All I can say is that I have really enjoyed being pregnant. The good, the bad, because there's not been so many bads, to be honest. I think the only thing I would say is the sciatic nerve was the only thing I would say was something I had never experienced in my life. So the sciatic pain was just a little bit different. But other than that, I am so grateful that God gave me a pregnancy that was not troublesome, has not been troublesome. Every test that I have taken that people sometimes usually fail with, the pregnancy tests, maybe the sugar test, or you know, there's another one which I don't remember. They have all come negative, and that's a good thing, because it means I'm just carrying healthily, and that has all been God for me. I don't give glory to anybody else. It's God. It's not me. It's not my body. It's just God, who has been very gracious to me and has supported me through the pregnancy. It's my first pregnancy, and I have really, really enjoyed it. I didn't get morning sickness. I didn't get a lot of food evasions. I did get a little bit, but not like too much that I couldn't bear eating. I have been able to be active throughout the whole pregnancy, especially since I started the second trimester. I've just been very active. I've been very happy. Of course, I've been very emotional through it. Yeah, I have been a very emotional person. Normally I'm an emotional person, but with the pregnancy I am very sensitive. Like right now I'm very sensitive. I cry easily. Things get to me easily, but I don't know. But anyway, it's just been an easy pregnancy. Also, God has surrounded me with great people around me. The baby has a village, which I'm thankful to God for. So yeah, all glory to God. Alright guys, I will see you on the next video. Benjamin is still not home yet, so I'll see you guys on the next video. I am going to sleep because I am exhausted. And yeah, I guess that's it. Alright, bye. If I look very tired, it's because I'm tired, and if I look like I'm unkempt, it's because I am unkempt. I think the last thing that I'm having a conundrum with is my hair. I honestly don't know what to do for my hair, because when I get braids done, like normal braids, I feel like I get super itchy in my scalp, and I don't like it. So I like just to have cornrows and a wig on, or I can do a sew-in, because that's the only thing I am thinking about. But other than that, I really honestly don't know what to do with my hair. That is something that I haven't figured out, and I'm 39 weeks and I still haven't figured that out. So I probably need to just come up with like a wig that I'll probably bat the baby with. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I haven't prepared stuff for my hair. So alright, bye. Oh, and good news, baby's room is officially done, so that video is coming soon. Oh, I forgot to say, we did this week. Yeah, it was actually, no, it was last week, because I hit a new week every single Thursday, and so every Thursday I have a doctor's appointment. So last Thursday the baby was measuring 38 weeks instead of 39 weeks. But then she was measuring small, but the doctor said it's because maybe she has moved down that she is measuring small, so like smaller than the week she's supposed to be, because you're supposed to measure the week you are. So I've been measuring the week that I am until I got to 39 weeks, and then she's like, nope, I'm not measuring 39, I'm measuring 38. You know, like that. So yeah, I can't wait to meet the baby. Alright, we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye. Oh my god, I'm getting more sleep. Oh, bye.